was on the Facebooks, and I noticed that somebody posts on their feed an anti-drug campaign posted, right? And maybe it was that guy. He's like, yeah, that's me. It's my post he's talking about. I remember he liked it. It was awesome. But it was from like one of my stoner friends. It wasn't like somebody that really believed it. It was like posted ironically, you know. But it was awesome. It was like the best anti-drug campaign poster ever. It's in black and white, and it just has this dude. He's like this teenage kid, and he's like, leaning against the wall, and he's like, oh, I'm so depressed, you know. He looks super depressed, and then across the top of it, it just says, I tried weed once. And I was like, well, you should try that shit again, man. I think you fucking did it wrong, you know? But here's the deal, like the once was in really big letters, so it's supposed to be like, I tried weed once! And then on the bottom, and now I'm gay. That's what it said. But here's the deal, when I saw that, I wasn't like, oh my God, I better be careful smoking weed, you know? When I saw that, all I thought was like, dude, that must have been some amazing weed. It turned somebody gay. Like, that's fucking crazy. It's like, I've smoked a lot of weed that's never happened. I feel like I'm missing out on something, you know? Like, that's such a rare side effect, you know? Many times I smoked weed, never turned gay. I came close once, I'll be honest. I was watching a Matthew McConaughey movie, and he was shirtless, okay? That's just a handsome man. I'm not even gonna blame the weed for that. That's just something inside of me that I gotta deal with, you know? But here's the, like, it didn't scare me off at all. In fact, I thought, man, if like the next time I go to the dispensary, the guy working behind the counter is like, how good is this weed? Dude, it might turn you gay. I'd be like, fuck yeah, dude, let's roll the dice, you know? Was it Rainbow Kush? That makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Just bag it up. I don't give a shit, man. What if it did turn me gay? Doesn't mean I have to have gay sex if I don't want to, you know? If I do, I will. If I don't, I won't, you know? I'm just gonna smoke it and hope like I turn into that fucking like sassy, you know, fashion-conscious person I've always wanted to be, you know? Like, just get high and be like, oh, girl, those are some cute boots, you know? And then do, like, the whole backhanded compliment and be like, too bad you got the corns, you know? On your feet. If you couldn't tell by now, I was raised white trash. That's the thing. Here's how I know I was raised white trash, you guys. The same week that I graduated from law school, my cousin Will took second in state at an Elvis impersonation contest. Yeah. I'm not hating, good for him, you know? The only thing is, like, the reason it pissed me off is because my family legitimately didn't know who to be more proud of. It's like, are you kidding me? I went to school for 7 fucking years. I learned the ins and outs of the legal system. You know, and they're like, well, to be fair, he's worked on that Elvis his whole entire life, so it's not like success came overnight for him either. You know? But like I said, my mom does get, she gets offended whenever I say that, you know? She's like, what makes you think you were raised white trash? And that's how she says it, so you know I was, for sure, you know? And I was like, well, first of all, there's the way that you say it. You say it like white trash, and that's how those people say it. And then she's like, well, if the way I say it embarrasses you, I can change. I was like, no, Mom, it's not a fucking big deal, you know? Like, it's fine. And besides, that's like the least of the things, right? Like, we always lived in a trailer, you know? Dad was a truck driver who sold weed, and he went to prison where he got stabbed in the stomach for knocking up another dude's wife before he went in. That's all real shit, you guys. And so I lay that on her, and she just looks at me intensely, right? And then she looks at me, and her reply is, excuse me, but your father did not sell weed. Like, out of all the things you could have chose to deny in that statement, that's the one you're going with. Yeah. I was like, selling weed is not even a big deal. Like, I sell weed, you know? And she's all like, well, who's white trash now, Mr. Weed Man? And then her next question was, how much for an eighth? I was like, well, it's $40, but, you know, it's top shelf shit. Yeah. She's like, I can get it from your nephew for $30. I was like, yeah, but mine's better. She's like, well, I don't know about that. He says his will turn you gay.